Hello and welcome to the classroom. Today we're going to have a special winter circle time. Today is the first day of winter. So we're going to have fun making a snowflake. We're going to grow some crystals. We're going to read a book about the hat. And we're going to also make a winter scene. It's going to be beautiful, a tree with snow falling all around for art today. Are you ready to get started? Okay, me too. Here we go. So today, instead of a letter of the day, we're going to review all the letters. You're going to see a letter pop up behind me. I'll say the name of the letter and you tell me the sound that the letter makes. Let's do a 1-minute phonics drill. Are you ready? Get set, go. A, as in achoo. B, like popping bubbles. C, as in cut. What does D say? D, like knocking on the door. E, eh, F, like blowing out a candle. G, g. What does H say? I, like an icky, sticky lollipop. J, as in jump. K, like karate. L, la 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 la. M, N, as in no. O, ah, ah, ah. What does P say? Like popcorn popping. Q, as in quiet. What does R say? Like a motorcycle. S, like a snake. What does T say? Ticking clock. U, tummy ache. What does V say? Like a violin. W, as in wake up. What does letter X say? Like a water squirter. What does letter Y say? As in yell. And what does letter Z say? Zzz, like bumblebees. Zzz. Well, you did a great job. That was our phonics drill, and you get a sticker. That was pretty awesome. Well, now it's time for reading. And for our special winter circle time, I'm going to be reading some stories. I want you to listen and see if you can answer questions about the stories. Are you ready? Okay, listen carefully. Eden is having a snow fight with Adam. They are throwing snowballs. Eden has 2 snowballs left. Now let me ask you some questions. What are the children doing? They're having a snowball fight. Good. How many snowballs does Eden have left? 2. She has 2 left. All right, listen carefully. I'll read a story and you answer questions at the end about the story. Jan likes to ski in winter. She can ski very fast down the hill. Jan goes skiing with her family. Okay, so let's ask some questions. What does Jan like to do? She likes to ski. Can she go very fast? Yes or no? Yes, she goes very fast down the hill. Who does Jan go skiing with? With her family. Good, you're doing a great job. This is called listening comprehension, and you're doing very well. Listen to this story. It is snowing outside. The children are building a fort. The fort is made of snow. First question, is it snowing outside? Yes or no? Yes, it is snowing outside. What are the children building? A fort. What is the fort made of? Snow. Very, very good. You are so good at listening and remembering, understanding, and answering questions. Well, that was our letter, phonics, and reading time for today. And now it's time for a math activity. And we're going to be doing winter patterns. A pattern is something that repeats over and over and over. We have to figure out what the pattern is here. I see a sweater. I see a snowman. I see another snowman, and then I see a sweater again. So I think I found my pattern. This is what is repeating. Sweater, snowman, snowman. Sweater, snowman, snowman. Sweater, snowman. What will be next to complete the pattern? Snowman. Very good. Sweater, snowman, snowman. Nice job. Let's do the next one. I see a sweater and a sweater and a scarf, and then back to more sweaters. So I think I found my pattern. Sweater, sweater, scarf. Sweater, sweater, scarf. Sweater, sweater. What's next? Scarf. Very good. Sweater, sweater, scarf. All right, let's do the next one. Here we have a scarf and a snowman and a sweater, and then back to the scarf. So we found our pattern. It is scarf, snowman, sweater. Scarf, snowman, sweater. Scarf, snowman. What's next? What comes after the snowman? The sweater. Very good. Scarf, snowman, sweater. Scarf, snowman, sweater. Scarf, snowman, sweater. Oh, you did a great, great job. That was our math activity. And now it's time for science. For science today, we are going to be growing a snowflake. Okay, so for science today, we're going to grow a snowflake in this jar. It's going to be a crystal snowflake. So first, I'm going to put my jar right there and take a pipe cleaner and cut it into 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take the 3 pieces in the middle, twist them together, and then spread them out. Okay, and so there's our snowflake. And I'm going to tie a string around it. And then I'm going to tie it to a stick. I want the snowflake to hang in the jar, but I don't want it to be touching the bottom. I want it to be about right there. So let me tie the string around the stick. I think that should do it. And let me cut the extra string. Okay. Okay, that will be just right. All right, now into the jar, I'm going to add some hot water. And I'm also going to be adding borax. Borax is something that your parents might use if they're washing clothes and doing the laundry, but today we're going to use it for science. So I'll put in some borax powder and then I'm going to stir it up. I want the borax to dissolve in the hot water. Okay, so next I'm going to take that snowflake and I'm going to put it down into the jar. I want to make sure that the snowflake is in the water. Can you see the snowflake down in the water? Okay, so I'm going to have to let this sit overnight. So tomorrow, when you come to class, we'll take a look and we'll see what that snowflake looks like. Tomorrow's lesson is on ice and snow, so that will be perfect. We'll get to pull out that borax snowflake and you're going to see crystals all over that pipe cleaner. Well, that was a 2-day science activity. You'll have to come back tomorrow to see how it turns out. Now it's time for us to do art. And for art today, we're going to make a beautiful winter tree. Let's go to the art table. Okay, so to make our winter tree for art, I went outside and I picked up some sticks. Now, if you don't have the opportunity to go outside and collect sticks, you can do this same project using pieces of paper. Let me show you what that looks like. So you can make a tree just by cutting out some pieces of paper and gluing them onto your blue paper. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like to use the sticks. So I'm just going to fix my sticks around on the page to make them look like a tree. Okay, and you can fix yours however you'd like to. But when you get it finished, you can glue those down. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to put some snow all around. So to do that, you have a couple of ideas. Now, I'm going to use white paint, and I'm going to dip a Q-tip in the white paint, and I'm going to make my snowflakes like that. If you don't have a Q-tip, you could use your finger, and you could dot the snowflakes that way. And if you don't want to use paint, you could use a white crayon or chalk to make your snowflakes. So you can decide how you want to make your snowflakes. All right, let's get started. Just going to put some snowflakes all around. Remember, make sure you get your glue and glue down all the branches before you do your snowflakes. And at the very bottom, if you'd like to, you could make some snow on the ground. This is going to be a beautiful winter picture. Okay, so there you have it. That's our art project for today. Now it's time for story time. For story time today, we're going to read a book called The Hat by Jan Brett. The Hat. Winter was on the way. Lisa took her woolen clothes out of the chest and carried them outside. She was hanging them up in the fresh air when a strong wind blew one of her stockings off the line. Curious Hedgie found it and poked his nose in. When he pulled it out, the stocking was stuck on his prickles. How embarrassing, Hedgie thought. The mother hen came by with her chicks. Cluck, 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 she laughed. What's that on your head, Hedgie? Why, it's my new hat, he told her. Isn't it beautiful? The mother hen cocked her head as if she had an idea, and off she ran. Hedgie saw the noisy gander looking down at him. Honk, 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 the gander laughed. Look at that. The hedgehog has flipped his gizzard. Honk, 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 honk. Laugh today, gander, but tomorrow when it rains, my hat will keep me dry. The gander thought for a moment, and off he ran. The barn cat was watching from a tree as Hedgie tugged at the stocking. Meow, he called down. What a silly looking hedgehog you are with that thing on your head. Meow. But my ears will be warm in a snowstorm, said Hedgie. Purred the cat, and off he ran. The farm dog and her puppies found Hedgie in a patch of brambles. Woof, Hedgie, is that a hat you're wearing? Woof, woof, how funny you look. She barked, and her puppies yelped and giggled. But I'll be cozy and dry when it snows, Hedgie said. The farm dog's ears perked up, and off she ran. Oink, oink, the piglet squealed. What are you up to, Hedgie? The mama pig asked. Making sure my hat doesn't fall off if an icy wind blows up. I see, oink, 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 said the mama pig, and off she ran. Hedgie, what is that ridiculous thing on your head? The pony snorted at Hedgie. That was the last straw. It's my hat, of course. Don't you know that everyone should wear a hat in winter when it's cold and snowy? Hedgie shouted. The pony looked startled. Hedgie was usually so friendly, and off he ran. Hedgie just wanted to be alone. He was tired of everyone laughing at him, and with this thing on his head, he wouldn't even fit in his den. He didn't see Lisa running after him, the other stocking in her hand. Come back, you silly hedgehog, she called. Oh no, Hedgie thought, even the girl is laughing at me. Lisa caught up and pulled her stocking off Hedgie's head. You ridiculous little hedgehog, she laughed. Don't you know that animals don't wear clothes? Hedgie headed for his den, and Lisa started back toward the clothesline. That's when she saw all of her missing woolens. The animals had taken them, and each one was thinking, now I'm wearing a magnificent hat. Lisa was still chasing them when Hedgie reached his den. How ridiculous they look. Don't they know that animals should never wear clothes? The end. Well, it looks like Lisa got her clothes back. There they are in the basket. Well, I had so much fun today with our special wintertime circle time, and we reviewed our letters. We did some listening comprehension. It was fun to put our snowflake in the jar. I can't wait to see how that turns out tomorrow. I hope you'll join me then. Have a great rest of your winter day. Goodbye, everyone. See you tomorrow.